Alright. We're getting right back in this shit. And it looks like we fixed whatever the fuck was going on with the controller. So we should be able to pick up items and interact with shit without wasting all of our jewels. Which means we should be able to put them to good use. Which is good because we need those for our werewolf form as well. Which we haven't really used yet. Or haven't used at all yet. And I don't tend to use much. Yeah, look at that shit. Just picking them up normal. There's more of these motherfuckers. Oh, and then here come the big ones. Yeah. Fuck the holy water. Oh no, this is the big one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Fucking slide and weave. Yeah. What did this say? My beloved something. Yeah, this is the son, Henry. And there's one for like the wife, Mary. And then the main dude is over here. There's another one of those things where I forget if you gotta do something first over here. Old Guild Arrays or whatever. Nothing is happening. I didn't think so. There's another one over here, like an unnamed switch, yeah. Tombstone is damaged and it cannot be read. It's supposed to like lift up that shit, but that's another one of those things I forgot. This shit gets real cryptic, you know. Castlevania and whatnot. There's a certain point when you need to do all that. So, I mean, this game, for all it's worth, is pretty long. Even having replayed it multiple times, like I said, I forget where I'm going sometimes, and it still takes me some time to get shit done. Like, no matter how many times I come into this and into the VIA, you know, I always get kind of confused as to the order of which things are done, and it's just like, wait, do I go here first, or how do I go over there, you know? I'm not the kind of person that likes to play with guides and shit like that either. Especially if it's a game I'm replaying. I'm of the mentality that I should know better at this point. If it's a game I've beaten, like... Right, like I'm never gonna look up a guide for Ocarina of Time. If I can't beat Ocarina of Time, then I just suck. This motherfucker really got me in a chokehold. Fucking just smited this dude with lightning. So there's like a key here. Yeah. Then you come into this joint. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I couldn't remember as I was saying all that stuff about like the sequence and shit earlier. I couldn't remember if I had to go down here first, and I think I do. This was always like one of the coolest and hardest parts as a kid for me, just because I was so scared of the fucking dude with the chainsaw. I used to play this shit back in the day with my cousins in Mexico, and we'd all be real scared of this shit. It'd be so tense dealing with this part, no one would ever want to do it. We'd be passing it around like, here, you try it, I'm scared. We were little, of course, but, you know. Even now, the shit is still tense. Get off that motorcycle, you bag of bones. You still upright, sentient stack of calcium. You fucking bitch. Even in death, these motherfuckers manage to aim their fucking burning, sliding fucking motorcycles at you. See, that's a bad habit that I gotta stop doing right there. I can't tell you how many times I've lost a good, like, triple axe or holy water or some shit just on picking up some bullshit, you know what I mean? The maze isn't too confusing either. Upon revisiting, of course. I still get kind of tripped up as to, like, you know, where exactly everything is. Like, I know how to turn from one way to another, but it's just like, oh, wait, is the part that leads into the underground section behind this door, or is it part of the main section, or, you know. And then there's like an escort part where you have to escort that kid, Henry. Which, yeah, he's got a tombstone already. It's kind of fucked up, huh? Imagine going out into the yard and being like, hey, Dad, what are you doing? Oh, I'm digging your grave, son. Why? Oh, you'll know when the day comes, son. Don't worry, you'll be right next to Mom. Dad, what the fuck? Chainsaw Man's not out right now. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. Who let these snakes in this garden? Wait, I gotta do what now? And yeah, see, I forget what that means. Because I think the key to that is actually in the archives somewhere, which I already have, but I can't get to the archives until I open the garden door. Which, I think that's what that's talking about. You like that quick little dodge I did right there? That's that expert movement. You can only slide under those little things with carry, too. I remember wondering how you could get through that shit as a kid. And then finally unlocking carry and being like, oh. Yeah, look at that. Look at me just picking shit up like normal. Imagine if we'd have been doing that shit the whole time. My goodness. They didn't want us to have these axes is why. There's like some Ocarina of Time type of shit where if you can do this backwards hopping, you can move way faster. But, you know, fucking good luck. Jesus Christ. See what I mean? I fucking hate this shit. There's like some water temple shit where no matter how many times you do it, it's just like, ugh. Like, if I could just get through that door, it'd be fine. Like, once you've unlocked... There's the key. Yeah. Yeah, once you've unlocked all those doors and everything, navigating through the garden is, like, no trouble at all. And so, yeah, see, like, getting back to the Via is easy. It's just going through, you know, that one way. It's just everything being blocked off and keyed off by different shit that makes it a pain to go through. But once you made a little progress, once you've completed the area, at which point you have no reason to navigate the maze anymore, but once everything's basically been unlocked, you know, all confusion is gone. I don't know if this actually helps you move faster, but it definitely helps you dodge shit. Oops. This might be a game that I eventually try speedrunning. Mainly I wanted to, you know, aside from just personally wanting to upload gameplay, like I've mentioned before, this is just a game that I feel doesn't get talked enough about or played enough on the internet, you know. With all the games that get fucking talked to death, you know, for no apparent reason, just because they're popular, just because there's already a bunch of videos on them. I'd love to see more people talking about this shit, but... But there just isn't. But it's a fun game. Gets a bad rap, like I said, but... It deserves another look. I think there should be another axe here, yeah. Yeah, see, some of these spawns don't change, and some of them are, like, radiant. Oh, shit. Why do you talk to me that way, Mary? I am the lord of this annex and your husband. And I'm telling you, I need a drink before I throw you in the grave I've already dug for you. Sorry, we're having a bit of a domestic dispute. You know how it is. When the wife won't give you a cold drink. I don't give a fuck about any of that, sir. Have you seen my sister? Your sister? Oh, I don't think so. I can smell her, you bitch. That's a weird thing to say. Wait a minute. By a drink, what do you mean? You're not drinking alcohol. That takes care of that. Excuse me, ma'am? Your husband's dead. If that makes you feel any better. Oh, thank you, young man. Young man. Thank you for killing my husband. Yes, the vampire Old Ray is my husband. There was a man named Gilles Reyes and a woman, Actrice. They made him what he is today. They used to be such a good man. After he became a vampire, my husband started coming after me, and even our son, Henry. Rather than become a vampire, I've even thought of taking my own life. But how could I leave behind little Henry? Can I ask you a favor, stranger? Help my little Henry escape from here. Henry is hiding near the entrance to the garden. If you can go out the east gate, you can escape by the secret path through the forest. Please take Henry as far as this path. As a token of my gratitude, I will give you this copper key. Be careful, there are demons lurking about the garden. Take care of my son, young stranger. Young stranger. This shit should be locked, yeah. These guys always drop a good amount of jewels. And there should be a key, like, over... Yeah. And that's just to the storeroom right here, which normally the main benefit of being able to come in here is to get the save point right here. But, I mean, it's not going to do us any good on Wii U. Oh, well, and actually she's got like a cure ampoule or a purify in her hands. That statue does. This is just some bullshit. Secret items all over the place, but I mean, you know. Archives key. And then this is just to, I think this just tells you the order of those graves. The words are scrawled in messy handwriting. The cover is signed J.A. Old Ray. This must belong to the master of the residence. My lovely wife Mary will be next, and then our little Henry and anybody else who drops by to visit. So it's him, the wife, Henry, and then the blank one. There we go. Nothing up there. Alright. Whoops. So I think that's all there is in there. So now it's just a matter of going back this way. You can sit in here and like farm some items from the ghosts that spawn out of the window, but... Oh shit, what's going on here? I'm just kidding, I know exactly what's happening. You can buy items from this guy, but it's one of those things where if you buy too many items, you have to fight the guy towards the end. I don't know if that's like a Castlevania trend or anything like that. Again, this is like the only Castlevania game I've really dedicatedly played. But I mean, you shouldn't need to use too many items. Even when I buy stuff, even when I'm like, let me stock up on some Sun and Moon cards, let me keep at least a couple first aid kits, and then some like roast beef. With like just the chicken and roast beef that you find throughout the game, you should be fine. My role is to provide useful items. I am a merchant. You see, sir, this is a video game. And in the Nintendo 64 era, every video game needed a merchant. That's me. Use the scroll to summon me. I have this magical scroll that can teleport you to the shop at any time, but you still have to come to these designated spots where you can pick it up on the floor. I know it sounds crazy, but this is Nintendo 64 after all. Anyway, hit me up. Wait, you sell weed? Shit. Oh well. I'll have to catch him next time. Just kidding, he's right there. I mean, I can understand why they don't want you to just access the shop at any given time, but... Alright, here's where shit gets scary. You gotta escort this motherfucking kid out of here, all while being chased by Frankenstein's chainsaw. Sure, let's do a restore point. Uh-huh. This motherfucker's running around talking about, help me! Yeah, and as you might know if you've seen videos about this shit before, as you've played this shit, you can't kill the gardener. You can knock him down with some attacks, but... I smell a child. A human child. Why do you know what human children smell like, sir? I'm not comfortable with how familiar you are with the smells of things, sir. I smell a 12-year-old girl. I'm sorry? Huh? No, I mean, honey, get away from him. How do you know my name? She told me to run away. I don't know what to do. My name is Cornell. Your mother asked me to... Your mother told me to pick you up after school, okay? She said to get in the car with me, alright? So, let's go. Okay. Alright. Just follow me, kid. This might be the worst part of the game, I think. At least for me it is. And then this is the Henry that grows up to be the Henry that you play as during the second part. You know, being a fucking kid that got saved from Dracula's fucking nightmare. He ends up being a guy that grows up to save kids from Dracula's fucking nightmare. Who knew? So you can't run away too fast, because he'll just get fucking bodied by all the fucking shit. Come on, Henry, you little fuck. So it's not too bad. It's more tedious than anything. Of course, I didn't have the calm rationale and sense to understand that as a kid. So shit would get kind of spooky. A little tense, you know. The shit is running kind of slow right now, but it's just because of the Henry interaction. See what I tell you, motherfuckers always talking about, help me! Ah! Help! Help! Ah! Save me! I don't need to see. I know exactly what you're doing. Oh my god. I have no idea where I'm going, Henry. Sorry. We might be a little fucked here, kid. It's okay, just run past the scary chainsaw man, little boy. It's okay, I'm a literal fucking werewolf. You should probably be more scared of me, honestly. If you run around while holding the R button, the camera kind of like auto follows you, which is nice. Headshot, headshot, headshot. Okay, so if that wasn't the way to go, shut the fuck up, kid. Run faster. I'm literally right here. I'm in the direction I ran to. Don't you yell at me. So we can't go through either of those doors. I think Henry just wasn't close enough for me to open this door is all. Yeah, see? There we go. And now Henry should be here with me, yeah. This motherfucker just lapped the whole labyrinth like in a second. He's like, I know where you motherfuckers went. This is my garden. These are my petunias. These are Frankenstein's daisies. Frankenstein's monster's rosebush. Well, no, but see, if we're going this way, then that means the proper way to go should be fucking hightail it, son. There are monsters. There is a man with a fucking chainsaw arm chasing you, kid. You really gotta fucking... You really gotta run like there's a fucking monster chasing you, alright? You wanna talk about fucking NPCs that fucking can't keep up with you? This is probably the best option. Alright, come on, kid. We need to hightail it out of here. Come on now. Let's pick up that pace. So see, that wasn't too hard. And it was just a matter of me forgetting that Henry had to be closer to you for that door and then taking a wrong turn immediately after that. But as soon as I saw the rose garden, I was just like, oh, wait a minute, we're going this way. You'll be okay from here on now, okay? Okay? Just go through the forest, okay? Okay. The wolves will watch out for you. Damn, I wish I had some shit like that. If you ever see some wolves, just pull out this amulet and you'll literally be their ruler. Just get the fuck out of here, kid. I gave you a magic wolf pendant. What the fuck do you need parents for anymore? I was raised by fucking dogs and I came out great. Look at me. Alright, if you say so, sir. Goddamn right I say so. I'm Cornell. Oh shit, it's nighttime. Vampires come out at nighttime. That's scary. We gotta get out of here. The rings actually look kind of cool, despite the fact that they're not supposed to be in here. And just the fact that I get to play this with the Nintendo 64 controller again is just so nice. Although it is more functional with a DualSense, or just any modern dual stick controller. But, you know. I tried running this on a normal emulator like Not 64, which should give those options. But something about this game is just really difficult to emulate. It took working with a couple different injectors and experimenting with some ROMs to finally get this to work. At the end, I think it was just the injector I was using. I think it's called the Facox injector. And that just was not giving me the results that I wanted. There should have been something here, but I think that's only through like Reinhardt and Carrie's playthrough. You get to interact with the character here. And there should be like an item somewhere. And then yeah, let's head back to the front. Now that we remembered the order. Well, we didn't remember the order. I remembered where to look it up. So we're fucking with this one first. Fucking old head of the house. You gotta do the mom. Beloved wife Mary, son Henry, and whoever else happens to fuck off in here, and that just so happens to be me. There you go. You hear that? That was because of me and my efforts. Get back up there, you monster! You can pick this shit up right here. I either need this to be during the day, or I need it to be, or I need to do something else. Something in the garden, I think. Yeah. Which now that we've encountered Henry, when you go back to the garden, there should be instances of that guy should just be out is what I mean to say. The old Frankenstein's chainsaw. Garden keeper. His name is something just like garden keeper or like hedge keeper, some shit like that. But I mean, as you saw, he's not really anything to deal with. He's just more of an inconvenience. It sucks that you can't knock him down like 5 times or 10 times and just be rid of him. At the very least, when you're not fucking around with Henry, it's not that inconvenient, you know, because you can just run away. The next part is I need the copper key, that's right. Because this is where I got that one thing. If only this game had, like, fast travel. Although that would defeat the purpose of a game like this. So this is a level-based game. Right now we're like on what, level 3? Or level 4? Oh yeah, the boat was level 1. Yeah, so for like Cornell, there's not even like 20 levels. Because after this, you do some shit like with the outer walls, then there's like the science and art buildings, then there's like the clock tower, and then there's just the home stretch to the end before you fight Dracula. And that all takes place within a matter of like the next 10 levels. So in that sense, it's a pretty short game. But given the fact that you replay it with multiple characters, Henry's being the most different, you know, it's got its substance. Yeah, we're going over here. Ma'am? Alright. I rescued your child after killing your husband. You did it. You helped Henry escape safely. What wonderful news. I have no more regrets. Here's the copper key. And because I'm already a vampire, I'm gonna kill myself. And intend to stay here with my husband to the end. I still love my husband, old Ray. Well, ma'am, frankly, I wouldn't. Especially because I killed him. But I mean, hey. So now we got the copper key. Which means we'll have access to the other part of the garden, which will have the other half of that crescent seal thing that we found. And that'll let us go to the next level. So on average, each level shouldn't take you, assuming you know what you're doing, like I do, it shouldn't take you more than like 30, 40 minutes. If you especially know what you're doing, I'm sure you could breeze through it in like half the time that I'm fucking wasting over here running around and shit, you know? I'm sure there's people who are great at this game who are just watching me play right now like, Jesus, fuck. This guy stinks. But there's also a lot of people who think this game is like super hard or broken or whatever that are just like, oh my god. Assuming this ever gets to the point that a lot of people watch it, but... I've got to loop back to the main garden section. This is where we were running with Henry. So, yeah. Can we get in here yet? Iron thorn fence, the door is locked. When morning sunlight reflects off a red rose, the enclosed jewel shall be set free. That's what the fuck I was talking about earlier, though. That's what I was trying to do. Well, let me find the thing that I need the copper door for, which should be around over here, no? One of these areas should have a door, yes. Is this the copper door? No, that's just a regular ass thing. Copper door should be over here then. Yes. That's right. There's a bridge. And this just connects us back to this area, right? Oh no, this is its own separate area. That's right, that's right. There's just a torch over here. And this is what we're looking for these things for, obviously. We got one of them. Crest half B. So we're looking for crest half A, which is behind the garden, which is in that garden gate. I just forget how to get in there. Although, see, now with this opened up, we've shortened the path towards everything. This will take us back up where we were. We just gotta go back up the stairs. Again, there's quicker ways to navigate the via through the maze and all that, but I just haven't bothered to commit all that to memory. As I'm replaying this game with all the characters, it'll probably, I'll probably navigate through it better with like Henry and Reinhardt and Carrie and all that. Oops. I am very happy to finally get this game running in a state that I can run it on console and capture it and all that properly, though. It really was a mess. You can knock down that chandelier. I'm just not gonna go through the trouble of it right now. So the sun's still out for like the next few seconds. I don't think we're gonna make it up there before it switches to nighttime. Nope. So it didn't work when we did it last time, but we're gonna try the exact same thing again, because what the fuck? I'm pretty sure this is what you do. Because then this should give us like a key. Am I just not waiting long enough? The image of a rose is engraved on the stone in the fountain. Yeah, so I just... So see, there was something to get in the little rose garden section here. What the fuck is going on? There we go, this section with the red roses. Okay. Now, with the thorn key... Ha 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 ha. See, I knew I was missing something. Now we take the long ass walk back over here. Them alternating fucking legs. I need to find a good way to move really fast in here. That backwards moving is very fast, but you have to be very precise. It's not just like jumping backwards in Zelda or Mario where you can just like hold the Z and then just like mash the button. This has a very specific input in terms of it's kind of like doing a smash attack in Smash Bros. It's looking for you doing not only you have to jump backwards, but it's got to be at the same time. And if you continue to hold it backwards, he'll just turn around, right? You can't just hold it back and then mash it because he'll turn around each time. What you have to do then is like let go of it, let him go back into a neutral stance, and then do them both backwards and A at the same time. Which is very easy to mess up. And doing it consistently throughout like a speed run sounds like a fucking nightmare, honestly. Yeah, no, this is the way. I went the wrong way myself. Right? Didn't I? See what I'm talking about? There we go. So now I can get into here. And this should have like a rose something or other. Yeah. And then we know what to do with that now. So yeah, now it's just a matter of doing that, getting that other crest, and then going back through the copper door to that one place to go underground. Then it's just a quick, easy little mini boss fight. And that's it. I don't give a fuck about no skeletons on no motorcycle. You see that shit? I sniped the fuck out of that man. Ah, you piece of fuck. Give me back my shit. The only thing about the werewolf mode on here that makes it almost not worth using at all is that it drains your jewels, which is fine. But it's once the process starts, you're a werewolf until you're out of jewels and transform again. So if you only want to use it for like a brief instant, you can't. It's all or nothing. So it's good for like boss fights and shit like that, but you know, it'd be nice if you could, you know, activate it for like a few seconds, get out of a pinch, and then, you know, restore your jewels, but nah, you don't get to do that. And then, yeah, there's the other crest. So this level is effectively done. Took a little bit doing it all things considered, but what's the fastest way to get where I'm going? Yeah. I think this is still the quicker option. Assuming you know where you're going, which I've proven that I 80% know where I'm going. Which means taking the shorter path with my confusion should take about as much time as taking the long path with my certainty. I don't give a fuck. Give me a ride, bro. Haha. Here we go. Now we can finally stop looking at this fucking thing, at this fucking place. So we got the copper door over here. No. We've got this other door straight up ahead, if I can find the right way. Is this the copper door then? No, that's the door that I was thinking of. Which means that this is the copper door. That's the door that I was thinking was straight ahead. See, I was thinking backwards. I was thinking that you could walk in the way that I walked out of and lead to the area that I was trying to get to, but it was through the other way around, if that makes sense. Anyway, we got here, though. And now we're gonna fuck up this old man. Done. Motherfucker just like, holy shit. Oh, Christ. Oh, it's true. You are not a mere man-wolf. Like, bro, all I did was throw some axes at you. Quite a show there, Lobo. Thanks a lot, puta. Who are you people, anyway? A man of your skills should be able to put up a good fight against him. From the Powerpuff Girls? Uh-huh. We don't have any idea the power of the man-beast's magic. It's so exciting, don't you think? Ah ha 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 ha. Him? The man-beast's magic? What the fuck are they talking about? Yeah, secret portal. This is where shit gets funky. I really fuck with this soundtrack, like I said. Oh my goodness. Huh, there we go. These are the types of things you want to remember when you play through the game. So that you can save some time, you know. Of course, I always forget these things. So up to this point, this is where the thing changes. Right, all of your characters, with the exception of Henry, will start the same way up to this point. You'll go on the boat, you'll do that boat level, to the second level, to the tower, to the via. Once you beat that guy, now you'll also have different objectives in the via, depending on whether you're playing as Cornell or whether you're playing as Reinhardt and Carrie. But it'll be the same level, the same progress up to this point. Now, I don't remember if you also go to the outer wall with Reinhardt and Carrie. You might. But if I remember correctly, you go into like one of their unique levels, like that underground sewer maze kind of level. Which you don't go to that level as Cornell. Similarly, I don't think you visit this level as Carrie or Reinhardt. Same thing with the infamous Nitro level, where you can't jump or anything because you'll blow the fuck up. That you won't be doing as Cornell. That is something you do again as Carrie and Reinhardt. So that switch lifted up this thing, as you saw, which gives us access to... Whoops. This higher level. Which, again, this game wants you to, you know, go into first person and look around, right? This was an early 3D game. They wanted to show off, hey, look at the environments. But, you know, you don't need to do that if you know where you're going. For example, there's some shit over here that you have to, like, turn around to see. Which the game assumes that you'll just keep going forward and miss this, but you should catch it on the way back regardless of how you're playing. And it is necessary. So, right, you know, on your return back, when you're like, geez, I don't know where to go. Right, you'll be fucking walking around and you'll be like, whoa, hey, wait a second. Hey, wait a second. And then, whoa, hey, look at that. What's this over here? Oh, shit my pants. At least you don't gotta climb all the way back up. Alright. Just some loot. Ugh. At least I didn't slide all the way off and die. That's the type of shit that has happened to me before in this game. Take some fall damage, survive, slide, fall, die. Alrighty. And when you're... I've heard some, not a lot, of complaint when it comes to like the camera system on here. I think most of the complaints are relegated towards the original Castlevania 64, which again... This is like the definitive edition. This is what the game should have always been. So, I don't really like to go by those standards as much. But, you know, like a lot of people don't like the auto view and the battle view and stuff like that. And it's kind of annoying, but I mean, for the most part, it works in your own best interest, you know. You can always change it. You can force it back into like action view or whatever, but for the most part, I'd say stick with whatever it gives you and just learn to work with it. That was scary. Aren't you glad we're not wasting items anymore? You can't fuck with me. I'm Cornell. Alright, let's eat some chicken and set up a restore point, huh? Just like Mom used to say. If you want to be big and strong like your dad, eat all your chicken and create a restore point. Okay. Oh no, the restore point dates are gonna break the illusion. You guys are gonna know how and when I'm playing these games. Holy shit. Don't look at that. I'm just kidding. I've already made that clear. Go over that one. Oh my goodness. Go over this one too. Pretty obvious, easy stuff there. This is honestly closer to like the 30% mark, yeah. What we got? And then, yeah, you're going to slide down here, so you just want to take a peek down there. Ha-cha-cha. Ha-cha-choo. Holy shit. Then we're coming up on another boss fight. Heidi-ho. That's right. Who could this be? Oh shit, it's a harpy. I ought to clip her wings and make a feather duster out of that shit. What's the matter, girl? Think I give a fuck? Too easy. So as you can see, most of the boss fights can be boiled down to hitting them with some shit. Of course, you want to be powered up. You want to have all the items. You want to have fucking triple bullshit. And that's how you do all that shit. But at least we're making progress. We're coming up on the halfway point already in terms of a Cornell story. The next couple of stages, I think, will make up the halfway point, and after those next couple, I think we'll officially be in the end game. Like I said, it's a pretty short game. Most of the bulk of the gameplay comes in the fact that you're playing with multiple characters. So, I guess we'll just get ready for the next one. Whenever I decide to play that. Maybe immediately after, maybe not, who knows.